Hello and welcome all my beautiful Coldplay friends out there. Coldplay is back, and in these last few days, we have some of the most exciting news we've had in a while. And if you haven't heard yet, Coldplay has a new song, and it was performed on tour. So this video is going to be all about that song and what we can expect from it, some questions we have, and some theories about what to expect in the future. Now, before we get started, if you haven't done so yet, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel. With Coldplay releasing new music and with an album on the horizon, there's just so much news to cover, so I'm sure you won't regret subscribing. All right, so without further ado, let's get started, and let's set the scene a little bit. So Coldplay's last performance was in November of last year, and it's been quite a while since we've seen them perform, right? And their first day back was on March 10th, Mario Day, and it was super exciting. The atmosphere was amazing. I personally wasn't there, but it was just an incredibly exciting time. And other than the excitement of them being back, there wasn't anything spectacular, crazy that happened. But on the second day, March 11th, we got this. Now, I have an even longer version of that clip in my Discord server, which you can join in the link in the description, but what you just heard was the new song. And the name of this new song is Aeterna. And we know this to be true because we saw that on set lists that were at that performance, because they performed it at the end of the Light Club set. And as you can see on the sheet, it says Aeterna right at the end of that set. So what exactly does Aeterna mean, and how does it relate to the lore of music of the spheres? Well, it turns out that, as you can probably tell, Aeterna is Latin for eternal. And when you put that into context of space with this whole theme continuation of music of the spheres, it's really exciting because it makes you think of the longevity of space and how it's just so continuous. I mean, I personally think of the Eternals, the Marvel-related movie, but it's just kind of cool because it makes me think that maybe they'll introduce this eternal character or something. So in regards to the name alone, I just give them an A+ because it sounds super cool. But now let's talk about the song itself, the music. And as you could probably hear from that clip, there's a lot of like falsetto vocals in what I believe is the chorus. It's overall just really dancey, which makes sense why they included it in this section of the set. And because of this dancey feel of the song in this section of the set, it definitely had some speculation that this was not the actual song, that it's kind of a remix of the actual song that will be released later. But it was confirmed on Twitter in a Q&A thing that Will said that no, this is actually what the song's going to sound like. And just talking to a few different people and seeing people's reactions to this, it seems like it's an overwhelming positive response to the song, and I'm personally totally on board for it. And of course, you can leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts on this new sound, but Coldplay, we love this. We want to hear more of this. Speaking of which, according to Ethan on the Discord, shout out to Ethan, Coldplay is planning on releasing more music while on tour. Now, I'm not sure if they said this just like publicly or they said it during one of their sets, so maybe someone can clarify that. But Coldplay hasn't really made a set timeline on this. They're just like, yeah, we're going to be releasing more music. We're going to be teasing more music on tour. But even though there's no real timeline or specific dates just yet, we do have the ability to speculate. And we can actually question a few different things. First question that comes to mind is, will they be performing this song from now on tour? And the answer to that is pretty much no, or at least it's not certain, because they did not play it last night's set. So it almost seems like they're going to be kind of selective about when they do perform this, and it's definitely not going to be every performance. So if you're able to watch them play this song live, consider yourself lucky. And the other questions that come to mind are, when will this song be actually released, and when will we be getting more music like this? And I'll just kind of point to the current timeline, which is in the next 3 years, including this year, we're supposed to have 3 new albums. So with that in mind, it seems like Coldplay is going to have to be pumping out music really quickly. So my thoughts are that we'll probably have at least 3 singles released or at least performed live by the time they get to US-Canada section of tour, which is in late September, and that we'd likely see an album release not too long after that, definitely by the end of the year, but hopefully around October, November. And speaking of this new album, which you know the title to be Moon Music, it was confirmed yesterday through that Twitter Q&A that I mentioned that the song Aeterna will in fact be on this new album. So if there was any doubt that this song was just a single and is not going to be on the album. No, it looks like this song will be on this album and possibly be an example of what to expect from future songs on this album. And that's pretty much everything I had to mention in this video. I am beyond excited about this new music, about this new song, and I hope you are too. Now, if you enjoyed this video at all, I would encourage you to please like it and leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on all this news. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, definitely join the Discord server. We share lots of links to live videos and talk about theories and all that fun stuff. And just one last thing for everyone who stuck around to the very end, I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about making Coldplay lo-fi music. So it'd basically be like hour-long playlists of Coldplay albums just to have on, you know, in the background or when you're studying. So if you're interested in that at all, definitely comment below. But thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.